to retreat after, committing so many vultures into that battle, but the midfield is pretty even right now, and as you can see on the min-map, that Mind is actually taking the third base, which is going to help him ahead by a lot, and actually controlling Skyhigh side by plenty of mines on his expansion. So when he wants to expand, the mine is going to be able to see that, and then when even when he wants to expand again, he has to scan and then kill the mine, which wastes an extra scan. So that's actually a really smart play. All Terrans should be doing that, and making some wraith now. I don't know why. I think he's trying to wait for 2 wraiths maybe to push out, take out some of the tanks, stuff like that. But as you can see, there's 3 glides there. I don't have a unit count, but I think the supply should be pretty even right now, and a SCV transfer has just occurred. And I wouldn't be surprised if Mine just sits in on his 3 base, takes some advantage, relax a little bit, make some macro some more units out. I mean, that's what I would do when you're just ahead. If you scan their base, they're not going to have it. I mean, he's even got a mine there, so he can clearly see that he's ahead of time. And you have to retreat after that massive vulture battle, and Skyhigh retreats right on time before getting hit by those 3 siege tanks. That would have been pretty big. But carelessly losing that glides is going to actually hurt Skyhigh, and looks like the tanks pushing up, losing another tank, and we'll see how all these battles go. And I'm still apologize again, but for the bad quality of the video. I'll try to fix that ASAP. It's something to do with my computer, maybe opening up too many programs at a time. And it's still a stalemate in the middle, but as you can see, Skyhigh is actually not taking a 3rd base right now, which is really concerning me, because Mine is taking his 3rd gas, so it's 2 gas versus 3 gas. So you can make 2 tanks, while Skyhigh can only make 2 tanks, while Mine can actually make 3 tanks, which is going to be a big deal very soon. As you can see, he held that attack off, but it looks like he's not having a lot of gas, but lots of mineral left. And here comes the Wraith harassment, doing some damage to the tanks, maybe even taking one of them out. And just those small things are eventually starting to hurt Skyhigh even more. Now adding the add-on with that dropship, Mine should be able to do a lot more damage. Harassment, as you can see, like Skyhigh doesn't even have any sort of defense. He's just making his first dropship, and we'll just take a look from there. You never know. Maybe Skyhigh can just come back with some miraculous like mass battlecruiser play, maybe a draw play that might deal enough damage, take out lots of supplies, maybe supply block Mine. But if I'm the case, look, he's just gonna drop those units in his main base, deal some damage, and that's just gonna hurt his economy a little more and push Skyhigh back a little more. As you can see, that vulture placement is just really good. Although only getting 2 kills, it was just fairly good. And then here comes a counter harassment by Skyhigh, doing some damage to those probes at the expansion, but will be quickly cleaned up by these Wraiths and vultures. And taking a 4th base now, even though Skyhigh is only taking his 3rd base, and so Mine wants to keep this macro game going, making sure that he gets enough gas to make more tanks. As you can see, it's still going to be like a 4 gas versus 2 gas play, which is quite troubling for Skyhigh. But you never know, he might make a comeback with that. And that vulture even picked off that SCV. Here comes 5 more vultures attacking this expansion. Skyhigh just runs away while Mind wasn't paying much of attention with the multitasking, but as you can see, he's even putting his SCVs back. It's going to take a lot more damage in terms of even though you lose minerals, like SCVs aren't as important in TVT as in like any other matches, but I mean, if you start losing a lot of SCVs, the gas is going to start, or I mean, the minerals just going to start accumulating, even though you won't have enough gas. It's always good to have some minerals. And now that we can see Mine is trying to make a circle, closing in on that expansion to make sure that it doesn't fully function, and we can see a counter attack, a drop play by Skyhigh. This could actually turn the game around if Mind wasn't careful. And you can see 3 drop ships coming in, dropping down some units, making sure that try to do as much damage as it could. But I don't know. I mean, from the looks of it, that Mind is just going to be able to easily hold this off. I mean, he's even making a 5th base right now, so it's a 3 base versus 5 base, but 2 gas versus 5 gas. So now that Skyhigh can only make 2 tanks versus Mind, who can make 5 tanks, that's a huge difference for him, and hopefully that he's going to be able to hold this off. But you never know, he can still come back with some more miraculously drop plays. But looks like he's gonna lose that drop ship, those 2 drop ship here to the Wraith, and then maybe even losing some units in the. Yep, he even lost a tank. So that was another disaster for Skyhigh, losing another tank. So those Wraiths are proven to be very effective. I mean, he can just actually lose them and they're pretty cost effective already. And Skyhigh is still on 3 base versus Mind, who has 5 bases. 5 bases. That is ridiculous. 3 bases versus 5 bases, you're not going to win within like the next 2 or 3 minutes. But you never know. Maybe Skyhigh just maybe plays something good. Make some Wraith, might just win, because as you can see that Mind actually does not have he has 1 Goliath, but he doesn't really have lots of anti-air. But I don't see Mind putting down lots of factories, actually. He should. I mean, when you're sitting on 5 base, I would just put down like 10, 12 factories and just run through and everything. That would just be pretty good. And looks like Mind just drops another big force, making sure that expansion is not up. So it's still a 2 gas versus 5 gas play. And I'm pretty sure Skyhigh already know that he's behind, but there isn't really much you can do. And looks like that Command Center is going to get shot down by those Goliaths, which is going to be a huge deal. Again, losing that Command Center, it just takes that much longer to make another one or flow one over, stuff like that. So Skyhigh is just falling deeper and deeper into trouble. But never gave up in StarCraft. I mean, that's one of my mojos, I guess. Don't give up until the very end. I mean, even then, you can always try to come back. I've seen miraculous comebacks with just like 1 Dragoon, Tempest 1 Dragoon versus Light, and he just destroyed him with that. Looks like another big battle coming up, and looks like Skyhigh is actually going to win. But as you can see, 4 3 drop ships coming by, and they're probably just going to sneak around, do some more damage to Skyhigh. And while Skyhigh really doesn't have anything going on. I mean, he's got minerals, but where the gas? There's no gas, no defense at all. He's just going to drop those tanks in there and just siege up, kill these units, and make sure that Skyhigh's staying on 3 base. And it looks like his main and expansions are mined out as well. And he's taking that middle, but it will quickly get and take it out. It's just a hard place to defend when you're just next to each other. But looks like 3 tanks goes down from that 1 mine, which is quite good news for Skyhigh. But still, Mind is just so much ahead in terms of economy. 5 bases versus 2 bases that are barely mining right now. 1 base that's mining, and he's taking another expansion now. So I can clearly see that Skyhigh he knows he's behind, but there's really not much he can do. I mean, 2 base, 2 gas, really. Actually, like 1 half gas now, since both of them are the first expansion and the main base are probably mined out of gas as well. So it's really just kind of pointless at this moment to play it out. But as you can see, he's just trying really hard. To show his team that he's tried his best, not just giving up. That's pretty. Still. Very impressive play by Skyhigh, even though he was behind starting from the beginning with that bunker for start, and on top of that the what is that, the barrack expansion instead of expo into or 14cc into barrack. And as you can see, 5 drop ships coming in. He's gonna see it, and the drop comes in. There should be a GG. There it is, GG. All right, thanks for listening to me. I hope this was kind of fun for you guys, and